What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Bird Watchers podcast. Today we are talking about Week 4 NFL football and a look into Week 5. So, last episode, we had some predictions. Some were right, some were wrong. Let's dive into that. First game we're going to talk about here. I think the Dolphins-Bengals already happened, and we discussed that one already, because that was a Thursday night game.
We covered that one.
So we're going to go straight to our brothers over the pond in London. The Vikings and the Saints.
3 in the morning over here.
3:30 in the morning. Vikings-Saints football. What was your takeaway from that game?
I mean, just no defense being played from either sides. I mean, I did not expect the Saints to be able to put up that much points. I honestly thought it was going to be a blowout. But it was a solid game in the end, but called the Vikings winning it.
And I think I mentioned on the last one, but I asked if Jameis Winston was out.
Yeah, so Andy
And we said no, but I'm pretty sure Andy Dalton played, right?
Yeah, I think that's the only reason they scored that many points. I think if Jameis played, it would have been a different game.
Vikings, they just squeezed out a win. I'm pretty sure they kicked a field goal, time ending the game. But who was looking hot that game? Was Justin Jefferson looking good?
He was slaughtering their defense. Marshawn Lattimore could not catch a break. I mean, I feel like that guy's always on someone's highlight reel, poor guy. Even though he's a solid DB, but Andy Dalton looks solid. He played way better than what Jameis has been playing this season. And Jarvis Landry looked like Jarvis Landry again. So I think that's why they were able to actually push the ball downfield.
How are you feeling about this Saints team this year?
It's just that quarterback.
Are they just a lost cause this season?
I don't think they're a lost cause because they got Chris Olave, they have Jarvis Landry, they have playmakers, they have Kamara still, they have Mark Ingram back in his that's his team.
It's actually kind of wild when you think about the offense they have this year.
That's what I'm saying.
With Olave, who's already proven himself to be
he's a dog.
Solid. This guy sucks. But healthy Michael Thomas, back in his prime, was probably discussed as a top 3 receiver back
That's
then.
what I'm saying. And he's healthy right now.
And Jarvis Landry, who was an absolute dog in Miami.
That O-line's solid.
And Elvin Kamara running back. Let's not forget about that.
With Ingram.
Well, Ingram's old as fucking dust.
He's still an old mutt, just pushing forward.
But that offense on paper should be blowing dudes out of the water.
And they have the defense. They've had the defense the last couple of years. It's just that quarterback play.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Give Taysom Hill another shot. Why not?
That's what I thought. That's who they were going to start. But Andy Dalton looks solid. I think if they let Andy Dalton continue to play, he can really get the offense going, and they can look like a strong team.
100%. Next up, we got another crazy game. The Seahawks and Lions, dude.
Jesus.
We've talked about this every week. Is Geno Smith the real deal, or is he getting a little bit of fucking luck in there?
I gotta give Geno an apology personally. I called him out. Said he's not the real deal. He looks solid. I mean, he has a 77% completion out of these last 4 games. And even just because it's 4 games, I understand it's not that big of a team.
I mean, that's still almost a quarter of the season.
Nobody's close. Nobody's close to him on that. And he looks solid. I mean, he outscored him, and that's a strong Lions offense. And we thought, at least I know I'd pick the Lions to win that. But Geno looks serious.
The Lions offense is the number 1 scoring offense.
Yeah, they average 35 points a game.
And they're 1-3. It's insane.
It's their defense. Defense can't stop nobody.
Without DeAndre Swift as well, Jared Goff has looked like a dog.
Got Jamal Williams.
He's a dog. And the thing about...
It was actually a crazy game. It's a really good game.
It was a good game. These Lions are going to have a good game every week. And it's going to be a shootout because that defense is so bad. But, Geno Smith, I mean, it might be time that we start giving him some credit.
I got to give him props.
And these weekly predictions.
He's looking good.
The next game up is an exciting one to talk about with the Jets and the Steelers. We talked about this last week. We talked about, is this when we see Kenny Pickett?
Yep.
And it was, in fact, when we saw Kenny Pickett.
Time. Gotta give props to Zach Wilson. He didn't make much mistakes. He did throw 2 interceptions, but one came from Minka making a great play, and then one came from Cam Sutton making a great play. Besides that, Zach Wilson played solid, and he had that final drive. Kenny made a mistake off one of our receivers' hands, interception. And Wilson came down and scored the winning touchdown. So I'm just glad, anybody who really watched that game, right when Kenny got in, it's just a spark. Compared to Mitchell Trubisky, he's just too nice, too friendly. right when Kenny gets in, he's getting hit. He's talking shit to D linemen, making throws, making plays. 2 rushing touchdowns right off the bat.
That pissed me off.
The rushing touchdowns?
The 1 yard line QB sneaks. I'm like, I need Najee Harris to punch in some points, bro.
They're just trying to get,
of course,
get Kenny
they
warmed up.
get him the confidence,
Yeah.
get him his first touchdown. But also, I guess I didn't realize how big that dude is.
Yeah, he's big.
He's a big dude. Like,
he has that dog in him. Like, I'm excited for this game coming up against Buffalo. I really am. Because Mitchell was playing just like scared because he knows if he messes up, he's going to lose that job. Kenny's going out there. He's going to be slinging it. George Pickens.
Didn't seem
Chase
like
Claypool.
Deontay Johnson was the favorite receiver out there.
Not when Kenny's in.
Yeah.
It's George Pickens about to have a big game against Buffalo, I think.
But on the other end of the Steelers, we have the Jets, which is another team we've talked about, who are continuing to look good.
They're with Zach Wilson coming back, like that's his first game of the season, and our defense is a pretty solid defense. Even without TJ, we have a good secondary. I know he did throw some timely interceptions, but I really think they were just good plays by the defense. But Zach Wilson looks solid.
For sure. Let's speed up a couple of these other games that no one cares about. Bears, Giants, 20-12 Giants win.
Snooze fest.
Not much to talk about there besides the fact that the Giants are 3-1, I
That's
believe.
true.
So they're looking good this season.
Healthy Saquon.
Healthy Saquon.
It's literally that.
We got another game in the Titans-Colts where the Titans snuck this one out by a touchdown. Derrick Henry once again looking good.
I told you.
I just got rid of him in fantasy.
I literally called it. I knew he was going to rush for 150.
And he did it. And Jonathan Taylor seems to be getting... He got injured and he seemed to just be getting fucked.
Yeah, I think he's just feeling like, bro, like what more can I do for this team?
Yeah. Next game up was a hot take that I predicted last week. The Texans-Chargers.
Yeah.
The Texans did in fact not win this game.
I knew that.
But
I knew it was going to be a slaughter.
It was, however, a close game deep into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's like...
And the Texans had a chance. I believe it was tied at 24.
I feel like all the Chargers games end up doing that. Like, they get this, like, in the first half, they just go all out and score all these points. And then in the second half, they just slowly start letting teams catch up. I mean, David Mills, like, looks solid in that second half. He was just putting up points. I think he just said, fuck it, I'm going to sling the rock. But yeah, no.
But yeah, Chargers win that one pretty easily. Not too many people surprised by that. The next game, the Browns-Falcons.
You got this one right. I don't know how, dude.
I called this one.
You called this one.
You told me I was a fucking lunatic. I said, listen, Cordell Patterson's a dog. I'm pretty sure he died that game, though.
Yeah, he did get injured.
He's on the IR now.
Yeah.
A lot of top running backs,
which is gonna hurt them.
Get injured. It's gonna destroy that team.
Yeah. Because
they cannot rely on Marcus Mariota in the passing game. I don't even know who the running back is now.
I can tell you.
There's so many. They had some new, but I think he got signed in free agency.
All I know is that rookie wide receiver they drafted. What is his name?
Drake London.
Drake London. He's legit.
He's legit.
He's just legit.
I mean, he's not. He's one of the only options on offense, so he's gonna get his touches. But Falcons win that one on a field goal, like I called.
Yeah, you did.
Should have put money on that one. Good game though. Yeah. Nick Chubb continued.
Yeah, I mean, I still Browns still did what I thought they were gonna do. I just was surprised that the Falcons were able to outscore them.
All right, the next game up, the tables turn. This is a game that you called and I was wrong about. Is the Cowboys Commanders.
Oh yeah, bro, Cooper Rush. He's
Big
undefeated.
Cooper, undefeated.
Bro, and what did I tell you? Trayvon Diggs is gonna get 2 interceptions.
You did.
He got one. He got one, but he dropped like 3 of them, bro. He was going off.
Typical.
Yeah, but
Typical.
come on, like, fucking
Cooper, undefeated. Maybe it's time we start giving him props.
5-0 now. He's a dog.
Not bad, but that game was a slaughter. Not much there.
Yeah.
We had the Jaguars, Eagles, another good one. Eagles taking this one. Only undefeated team left in the NFL.
That first half looks pretty scary though for the Eagles.
Down 14-0.
Hey, all I know is that the Jaguars are a legit team though. I think they showed it that game.
Competing with the Eagles and losing by 8.
Yeah.
That's a good performance.
And they were leading most of the game.
So that's a good performance. We both called that game.
Yeah. It's good to see Trevor Lawrence really step up because a lot of it's always the top picks that come in and a lot of them just fade out and get out of the league right away. It's crazy, but he's finally starting to adjust because a lot of people were saying fuck, he's gonna be a bust. We're not gonna see this guy.
All right, the next game up on the schedule was the Bills and Ravens.
Yep.
This was another game I think I called wrong.
We both did.
Because I think we both took the Ravens. Lamar was looking too good.
That game was It was a hit or miss though. Either team could have won that game.
It was a field goal game.
Yeah, that's a tough game to call.
But not a bad game. Nothing too
Nah,
crazy.
it was a great game.
Cardinals Panthers, decent game, 26-16 win for the Cardinals. We both picked that one. We had the Broncos Raiders. I just want to say, the Raiders are on the start of the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they are.
That we talked about.
I think they're really going to turn out. But the Broncos, I think both teams showed up that game though. Like both teams looked like how they should be looking.
They showed up, but they took a big hit.
Yeah, 100%.
By losing Javonte Williams at running back. Another dude I traded for in fantasy, done for the season, torn
Poor
ACL.
guy, because that's going to hurt them a lot, because he's a dog.
He's a dog with a lot of potential, but Raiders take that one. I think you picked the Broncos for that one. You might have been wrong on that one.
Nah, we both picked
We
Raiders.
both picked Raiders. Another game up, close game, went to overtime, Packers, Patriots football.
We called it, bro, I thought we had that one. I thought the Patriots were going to come out.
We both picked the Pats.
They look good at first, but
Aaron Jones
it's tough.
continues to put the team on his shoulders.
He really is.
That's the whole
Aaron Rodgers is frustrated as fuck. He's screaming every game at his receivers, but
passes everywhere.
Like I think we're putting so much on Aaron Rodgers' shoulders that we forget about Aaron Jones and fucking the other backup running back who's AJ Dillon, who's fucking
who's also a dog.
Quadzilla, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
With both of those hitters, like they're right up there with Nick Chubb and
Quad's the size of Wade's girlfriends. You know what I'm saying? Like massive.
It's crazy.
So we got 2 games left. One was pretty exciting with the Chiefs and Buccaneers. We said this was going to be a good game. It was a good game. 72 total points of offense. You picked the Bucks.
I did.
And I said, don't bet against Patty.
Don't
bet against Patty and his TikTok and renegade brother on the sideline. You gotta go with the Chiefs. And they outscored 41-31 against the Bucks. Patrick Mahomes went nuts. Tom Brady, for the first time this season, is the first time I'll give him credit for looking decent.
Yeah.
Threw a couple TDs.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's like slowly Brady's. I don't know if Brady always starts slow. It's not like I'm a Brady fan. I've been watching like all his games like that, but I feel like he's starting to heat up now, which sucks because we play him. So.
In bigger news, Brady taken 2 L's this week.
Yeah.
With
divorce allegations. Yeah.
An L to the Chiefs, and announced either
last night. I think he's about to slaughter the league.
It was last night or this morning that him and Giselle have hired divorce lawyers, and it's done for. So it's going to go 2 ways. We see a Brady demon season.
Yeah, I think it's going to go it's either going to be Brady's about to kill every team that he ever
just taking it out.
Yeah, he's putting 4 down every team, or he's going to look.
Or it's going to be in his head,
and
he's going to look like shit the rest of the season. We got 1 game left, and it's a game that I called. I told you what was going to happen, and you told me. You're a fucking idiot. That's the 49ers, baby. 49ers football.
You're right.
The former Super Bowl champions and the 49ers who have looked rough this season. And it was nothing less than what I expected. Like I said last week's podcast, 49ers own the Rams. They're always our little bitch.
I think you guys always own them
in regular season. We beat them, I think, our last 7 games with them besides the last 7 regular season games. Deebo Samuel finally heating up, looking like that Deebo Samuel we saw last year. Jimmy Garoppolo, cool, collected.
Jimmy shows up looking like Jimmy. You guys are gonna win. That's the thing. Like your guys' team is too good to where as long as he plays mediocre, right? Because it's not like he's the top 5 fucking quarterback anyway. But it's just anytime that he shows up looking like himself, 49ers gonna win.
I think with that game. We're once again in that talk for, hey, this team could be legit. This team could go to the Super Bowl. So, 24-9, pretty.
Especially on the NFC right now. Like, you gotta think Packers weak this year. You have Brady going through it. You got fucking Rams, who you guys know you guys can beat them. You know, it literally just comes to that postseason game.
I said this from week 1 on the pod. I'm saying it again. Our biggest threat is those Eagles, and they're still 4-0. They're showing it.
I just don't think they're gonna be your biggest threat.
But I think that's our biggest threat.
Not postseason. I think in the regular season they're gonna have a great. I just want to see really Jalen Hurts. Like I think it's gonna take because you've seen with Lamar Jackson when he made it to the postseason, he flopped right away against the Titans, right?
Yeah.
So I think it just takes a couple games for quarterbacks to really get in that groove in postseason, right? And you gotta think Brady in postseason, it's hard to count him out.
Yeah.
But you never know. But this is the year I think the 49ers They're the strongest team on the NFC.
We got a shot. Those are all the games of Week 4. We had some good ones, right on a lot of our picks, wrong on a couple.
NFL this year is just crazy.
Let's talk about one more thing before we hop into Week 5.
Okay.
And let's talk about this man, Antonio Brown.
Oh yeah.
What is this fucking dude doing?
You see what he posted?
I saw what he fucking
What?
posted.
Bro, come on, that's kind of fun.
So last week we have him trolling Brady
Yeah.
on Instagram, posting a picture basically with his dick inside his wife.
Yeah.
And now yesterday,
It was like during the game too, I think.
It might have been during the game. I wasn't paying that much attention.
It was either right after I think it was right after he lost to the Packers. That's when it was
That
posted.
sounds right. But he posts that, people going crazy about it. This week, yesterday I think, we're getting videos of him just pulling his cock out in the middle of a fucking public pool, hot tub, whatever it was, throwing it around women. He's taking his ass cheeks out, shoving them in girls' faces. Like, this dude is fucking nuts.
It's AB.
Because I might be thinking of someone else because there's so much shit with him that's happened.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure there's the same dude that had all those sexual assault allegations, right?
Yeah, he had some.
That was him,
Yeah,
right? With the massage therapist. It wasn't not just Deshaun Watson,
yeah,
but he had all that, and everyone's like, that was the first time.
That was the year that he ended up leaving our team.
Yeah. But that was the first time anything about him has ever come out. That sounded somewhat crazy, and people are like, "There's no way that's true."
Yeah, I mean, he beat it.
It's Antonio Brown, and then ever since it's just been a
still best
downhill,
receiver. Honestly, I'm just saying that real quick.
maybe for your team. And
Yeah,
this team,
100%.
but not all time. I mean, if that dude played another 5-10 years, like the way he played prime
If
Steelers,
he just would have stayed on the Steelers, bro, and didn't
Sure.
have that thing with Big Ben would still be in the league right now. If AB stayed,
and I said it, I was a big Antonio Brown fan at it when he played for Pittsburgh, but I think he had potential to be the number 1 receiver of all time.
yeah, 100%.
Like, if he just had to stay on that path, but
He's
this
still
dude,
young as shit. He's like 30. I think he's 30.
I mean, that's getting up there for a receiver.
No, for a receiver, yes, but he still had at least 3 solid years in him.
But yeah, that man's a fucking.
I mean, Julio's.
Anyway, keep it moving along. We're gonna talk about Week 5 football. What we got coming up. We got some decent games. Let's start off with the Colts and the Broncos.
I think Broncos are about to put it on.
I'm not gonna put time into this one. Broncos win this game.
Yeah.
They're missing their starting running back. Colts are missing Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah,
two mid-teams.
there's two differences. Like, the Broncos missing Jamal Williams yet, or not Jamal Williams, fucking. It's not Jamal Williams.
You got it.
For the Broncos. Why can't I think of his name?
Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson. Oh
Yeah.
shit. It's okay. No, but you know who Zach Wilson is?
Javonte Williams.
Yeah, do you
He's
know?
the coach for the
He's
Bengals.
the coach of the Bengals,
Yeah,
bro.
It took me a second.
That's how you know the Bengals are just living rent free in my head. But yeah, Javonte
Williams,
I
yeah.
was about to say Javonte Davis. No. So Javonte Williams, right? The Broncos losing him is different than the Colts losing fucking.
I mean,
They're running.
the only difference I see there is the Broncos still have Russell Wilson.
That's
At the end of the
literally that's what I'm saying.
So they can still, they're going to have to turn heavy on it. They also have a veteran in Melvin Gordon.
Yeah, they still have a veteran.
So yeah, that's Broncos Colts. Don't think much about it.
Yeah.
I'm going to have the Broncos winning that one.
Yep.
We got the Giants Packers next. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I think the Giants win this game.
No way. They're overhyped. I think the Packers are about to show them like what a real team is right now.
The Packers aren't a real team. They're dog shit.
They're a real team just because they have Aaron Rodgers. I think they beat them. I think Aaron Jones, AJ Dillon, they're just gonna run all over them.
That probably will happen.
Yeah.
But we got Saquon on the other side. We got the
But
Giants.
they do have
3-1.
Saquon, but there's no way in hell Daniel Jones goes in and beats Aaron Rodgers. There's just no way.
I think it will happen. We'll see.
Alright.
We'll talk about it on the next podcast.
Alright.
This is the first one we're disagreeing on. The next game, I think, once again, has potential. The game of the week.
What?
And you wouldn't think so, but that's the Lions Patriots.
It should be.
With that Lions offense putting up all those points, DeAndre Swift maybe playing, more than likely
he's-
not. I think they're waiting
It's
for
like
their bye week
questionable
next
still.
week, and then they're gonna have to bring him back. But I think it'll be an interesting game. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with the Lions.
Me too.
Listen, I don't want to bet against them at this
Yeah,
point.
I want to see him win.
I want to see him.
I want to see
I
him
want to see him go to the bowl.
I want him to win the chip. I want him to win the chip.
But that
I
would
want to
be
see Jared
that would be a
Goff
good game.
holding it up. You know what I
And
mean?
am I tripping, or Is Mac Jones injured?
He is injured.
Like, did he even play last game?
No, he didn't. That's another thing I wanted to talk about. Mac Jones. We forgot Mac Jones wasn't playing that.
Oh, yeah, we didn't.
That would have made, and they still. I think Mac Jones plays. They take it.
Perhaps.
But I don't know. But
yeah,
I
Lions. Easy.
I got one.
Easy win. We got the Chargers Browns. I'm gonna go 2 weeks in a row with the wild pick on the Chargers game. I'm gonna take the Browns.
I'm not.
Nick Chubb doing his thing still.
They just lost to the Falcons.
They lost to the Falcons, and then that's exactly why I'm taking them this week.
If they had Geno Smith on their team instead of Jacoby Brissett, maybe I'd take the Browns. I'm taking Chargers. Justin Herbert's gonna put up 30 and then chill.
Keenan Allen's still out. Don't know when that dude's coming back.
You got Austin Eckler.
I think the Browns win.
I got Chargers.
Let's keep it moving. We got Texans, Jaguars. Jaguars.
Yeah, Jags.
Can't bet against the Jaguars.
They're probably gonna put
I
up.
think that's gonna be boring.
I think they're gonna beat them by like 2 touchdowns, bro.
Here's a hot take. The Jaguars are either gonna win that game or they're gonna lose.
Fuck.
Either or.
Really makes you think. Okay, so I got Jags.
All right. Moving along, Falcons, Buccaneers. Buccaneers take this one easy. No Cordell Patterson for the Falcons. I think it's going to be a blowout.
Brady and his feelings, too.
Brady and his feelings.
He's probably going to put his fucking balls on fucking... Who's the quarterback for the
Marcus Mariota.
Marcus Mariota. I don't know why I can't rethink his shit right now.
Brady's going to come out the tunnel.
He's going to... Yeah, it's going to be bad.
Drake in the headphones.
Yeah. He's going to have Marvin's Room...
Marvin's Room on repeat.
Yeah, he's going to have headphones in his fucking helmet playing Marvin's Room on repeat. And it's just going to be dimes after dimes. Like, tears rolling down his face. Like
blowout game.
Yeah.
Bills, Steelers.
Telling you. I'm letting you know right now. This one's gonna
Don't even say it.
I'm just letting you know. Kenny Pickett's first start. The Steelers always have a way of pulling off games that we should not win. I'm just saying that right now.
All right, I'm gonna give you the real analysis, and that's Pickett throws 3 touchdowns. Or no, I'm sorry. What am I high? He throws 3 interceptions.
Okay.
He throws 2 touchdowns along with it.
Okay.
Najee's gonna carry this game for the Steelers. They're still gonna get their ass beat 17 points.
By 17?
By 17. And the Bills, I say they win this one 31-14, if that's 17 points.
Okay.
That's what I'm going with.
See, now, I know I'm biased. I have a biased opinion, right? But if I had to put my money, right? If I had to put all the money I got, I'm putting it on the Bills. Their team is way better than ours, right? But if I'm just looking at what the Steelers are always able to do, we always pull off games that we should not win at home. And that's all I'm going to say.
So you're taking the Bills still?
I'm still taking the Bills.
Okay.
All I'm saying is this game, it's going to shock a lot of people. I just think it's going to shock a lot of people.
We'll see. I mean, we got the Dolphins-Jets next. The Dolphins obviously looking hot all year with that offense. Tua still in hospice care.
Yep.
I got the Jets winning this one.
Yeah, without Tua, I got Jets.
Teddy Bridgewater, I mean, we've seen him play many years now. We've seen what he's done. I'm taking the Jets.
Zach Wilson looked solid last week.
I'm taking the Jets, dude. I think it's going to be a good game.
I think if the Miami does take it, they're really, like, that defense. I mean, I think Miami has a solid defense. I think it goes under the radar just because of how explosive the offense is.
Sure.
But I really think, like, as long as Zach Wilson can just, if they can keep Zach Wilson free, because Miami blitzes literally fucking 90% of the time. They're just fucking in your face. So I think they can just keep him clean. I think the Jets will take this one.
Okay.
And that'll be a big win for the Jets.
Big win. Because then they're, 3-2?
Yeah.
And they're in the conversation mode.
They're right there for their division.
You're not wrong. We got another one, and this is the next upset pick I'm taking, and that's going to be the Bears-Vikings. And I'm going to take the Bears.
There's just no way.
I see it. We're wrong every week on a couple picks
of
games we never imagined, and it's going to be the Bears-Vikings.
I just can't. Like, Justin Fields, for some, like, he looks worse than last year. It's like he didn't progress.
He does not look good.
He looks bad.
But this is the game they win. Because Justin Jefferson, even though we've talked about all season...
Who's guarding him on the Bears? Nobody.
It's going to happen.
They'll have to put 3 people on it.
The Vikings have looked too inconsistent.
That's true.
All of their wins. I don't think they've won a game dominantly yet. All of them have been nail scrapers. Maybe one game.
Here's the first game against the Packers.
Nail biters that they barely won, that they were losing into the 4th quarter. I'm going to take the Bears winning this one, and it's going to be a blowout. Justin Fields throws 4 touchdowns.
Okay.
Rushes for 2.
Okay.
And it's combined of 600 yards.
Yeah. It's not happening, but I like the take. I got Vikings. Win by, like, a touchdown. Probably a 4th quarter tug. that wins it. I think Justin Fields is the reason they lose.
This is another one of these games where the Bears are either going to win this or they're going to lose. So let's hop into the next one. We got the Titans Commanders.
Bro, come on.
Snooze
Don't
fest.
give me this.
Snooze fest.
Derrick Henry, another
Derrick Henry?
probably 200 yard game.
It's possible.
Derrick Henry's heating up. Like,
He's heating up.
I think he's really about to just.
He's looking hot.
He's looking like his old self.
Looking like prime where he almost broke the rushing
He looks like
record.
King Henry.
So I think the Titans win this game as well. Commanders not sold on this year.
No, dude, I'm telling you, this is the last year. I think Carson Wentz is done after this. I think he's not going to be in the league after this year. I don't see him getting another contract.
That could have happened.
Or is it be a backup for like the Browns? I think I could see the Browns taking him as a backup.
I could see that. All right, let's hop on to the next one. Stop wasting time on those boring ass games. We got Seahawks Saints. We've seen Geno Smith. We're believing in Geno Smith.
I'm a Geno believer.
And after
Give me
everything,
Seahawks.
after everything he's done
Give me
this
Seahawks.
season, everything he's done this season, I'm taking the Saints. I'm taking the Saints. Andy Dalton's gonna come out.
That's true though.
Put his cock on the table.
Andy Dalton is playing.
And this is gonna be the first game I'm betting against him that we see mid Geno Smith.
You think this is a bad game?
This is the bad game. They lose to a team that everyone's expecting them to beat, and the Saints who have not looked good. And I'm taking the Saints in this one.
Yeah, I kind of feel like the Seahawks have just been on too much of a high.
Way too high.
Like a low's coming. You know what I mean? And I think it might be this game. But
They're higher than.
I'm on Geno. I believe in Geno. I'm not gonna hate on him no more. I'm taking Seahawks.
The Seahawks have been higher than Wiz Khalifa on
They
April
have.
20th. You know what I'm saying?
They're 3-1.
Well, 420 blazing, and it's just not gonna keep up. So, next game, 49ers take on the Panthers. I think it's gonna be a
It's
hot
a blowout.
I think it's gonna be closer than people think.
I don't think so. That defense, I think.
We always have a good game with the Panthers. We have that defensive line. We have the linebacking core. You'd expect us to completely shut down the run,
100%.
but I think McCaffrey still goes for 102 touchdowns.
There's no way. They haven't been using him like that.
I mean, he's another dude who's been heating up.
He's getting better each game.
Last week he didn't look too hot on the ground, but he
Nah,
had 100 receiving yards and a touchdown.
They're not even trying to like run him inside the fucking lanes. Like.
So I think it's a game to see McCaffrey go exploding for 100 plus yards, 2 touchdowns. I'm still giving it to my 49ers, but in a close game, easy pick. 49ers.
I'm giving blowout 49ers.
Okay.
I think Baker probably throws 2 interceptions this game. One to Tufunga, one to Fred Warner.
Don't even get me started on Tafanga.
Yeah, he's a dog, bro.
He's
a dog. That's a big
Is he
pickup for you guys.
debatable just as good as Minka Fitzpatrick?
100%.
Like, the dude is an
100%.
animal.
Well, he's training. You know who he's training with, right?
Is he training with Ronnie Lott, Troy Polamalu?
Troy Polamalu.
Troy Polamalu.
He's been training with him this whole offseason.
That's insane, dude. Oh, yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Because they're both fucking
Yeah.
long, curly head fucks. You know?
USC guys.
But, what a dude. Next game coming up, potential game of the week, and potential seeing the Eagles be dethroned for their first loss of the season. They got the Arizona Cardinals.
This will be a good game.
Who's been a mid-team this year. They've been
This will
back
be a
and
good game.
forth. I think James Conner, their running back, is he even the running back now?
Yeah, he's
Or am
there.
I tripping?
He's
still the running back? I think he's injured.
Nah,
but-
he should be good this game.
He was a dog last year. I think he's fighting some injury right now.
Yeah, because they're not starting him like they're not giving him like the third down back, you know, like they used to be giving him.
I'm going to go wild on this prediction and take the Cardinals beating the Eagles. First loss of the season. Jalen Hurts, Kyler Murray go back and forth, throwing dimes, throwing dots. But I think the Cardinals pull ahead and take this one.
See, I'm not an Eagles believer, but I don't know. They look really solid. They got the defense. Jalen Hurts looks solid. I don't think he's winning MVP, but the Cardinals are just so like Kyler Murray's just hit or miss. When Kyler's on, they win the games. You know what I mean? He's hard to stop. That guy's a freak.
But it always seems to me too, and I might be wrong, but he's always on in those big time matchups.
That's
like,
true. That is true.
You'll see him play like ass against the Texans or some ass team where you're like, this should be a blowout. But then he's up against the top dogs of the league, and he just goes fucking sicko mode. You know what I'm saying?
I can see it. I'm taking Eagles though.
Taking the Eagles? Still 5-0 after this
Yeah, I
week?
think they'll be 5-0 after this week.
Okay.
I don't think this is the team that beats them first.
We got another good game coming up in the Cowboys and the Rams. Cooper Rush.
Bro, I'm
Matt
taking
Stafford.
Cooper Rush.
I think I'm going Cowboys.
I'm taking Cooper Rush.
I'm not betting against him
until
right
Cooper loses. I'm not betting against him. He's that guy. I want him to win out. I just want him to keep on winning, so Dak can.
Not gonna happen. but we'll see. I think
Hit
the
the
Cowboys
tracks.
win.
Hit the tracks, Dak.
We got 2 games left, and 2 good ones at that. We have the Bengals and the Ravens, little divisional matchup.
This is a big game.
Bengals, another team, come out this year not on a hot start, looking like shit, opposed to the Ravens and Lamar looking like the MVP candidate.
Yep.
This is going to be a fucking shootout, and it's going to be a crazy game.
Bro, I'm telling you, AFC North football, when the teams are playing, it doesn't matter how bad the teams are or how good the teams are, the games are going to be close. That's just always how they are.
You're not wrong. Who you got taking this?
I think Bengals snagged this one. Joe Burrow against the Ravens. He threw 400 yards in the first game, and then they still beat him. They beat him out last year too. So
this might be another.
I got
pick.
Joe Burrow.
This might be another pick that I'm wrong, and I'm regretting it next week. But I'm gonna take the Ravens.
I mean, I'm telling you, in the division, like
anything could happen.
Anything can happen with these teams.
Can happen.
Anything can happen.
I think it's gonna be a great game. Definitely one to watch. That is Sunday night football. So,
prime time.
Bro,
Joe
Lamar
Burrow
Jackson against Joe Shiesty.
Joe Shiesty?
Who, if you didn't know, he's against abortion.
Oh yeah.
So good game.
He's a dog. Right?
I'm excited for that one. We got one more game this week. That's Monday Night Football, and it's also going to be a good one with the Raiders and the Chiefs.
Yeah, I mean another division game.
Another division game. You know how
I'm
I feel about those
I'm
Raiders.
taking the hot take. I'm taking them.
I'm taking the Raiders.
Me too.
I'm taking the Raiders, bro.
Me too.
This is the start of the season. They're going for the chip.
I think this is where they flip their switch.
This is where the flip switch.
I think this is when they because right now they're just not in the conversation. You know what I mean? Like nobody's been talking about them out of that division. People are talking about the Broncos.
1-3.
You know what I mean?
But they got the team for it.
They do. I think they get it done.
Another high-scoring game. That Chiefs offense, Raiders offense. If they come out and ball, we saw what Josh Jacobs did last week. Destroyed. Put up like 152 touch. This is a game that if they want to win, I think they got to transition more to the pass and just give that ball to Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
I mean,
nobody can.
Hunter Renfrow.
Third and Renfrow.
One of the most slept-on receivers in the NFL.
He is.
That dude runs the cleanest routes. I think he's the best route runner in football.
He's close.
And it's going to be a good game.
It's going to be a great game. I think the Raiders take it.
I think the Raiders. We'll see what happens.
I hope.
As usual, we're going to come back next week. We're going to talk about these games, see what we were wrong on, see what we were right on, and then we're going to talk Week 6 football.
Oh, yeah.
But NFL season so far, it hasn't been a letdown. It's been pretty good.
Crazy.
A lot of ups and downs for teams.
Too many good teams.
We don't know what's going to happen.
Like the Raiders are 1-3 right now.
Raiders are 1-3.
With that team, it's crazy.
So we'll see what happens. But with that being said, I think another solid episode. As usual, like, subscribe, comment on the videos. Let us know your guys' hot football takes. Who you got winning the bowl this year? You know what I'm saying? We love to hear it. Also, TikTok, Instagram, content being posted pretty often, and newly introducing. We got our own website being worked on, in the works right now. Gonna be live soon with a Bird Watchers official
Freshest merch.
Crazy merch. Not even capping to you guys. We got t-shirts. We got hoodies. We got hats.
We got
socks. We got swimsuits. We have it all.
We got the trunks.
And this isn't, obviously, we're not a big YouTube channel right now. We're just starting out. And this is affordable, good priced merchandise. Opposed to other people where you're seeing $80 hoodies.
Yeah, facts.
Affordable, good price. And even if, you're not the biggest fan of...
Just throw it on.
Throw it on.
It's comfy.
Who you hurting? It's comfortable. Great material. And the logos by our cameraman, who will be in a future episode, so make sure you guys stay tuned to that. But our boy Smith worked his ass off.
We'll have a
on
big
these
reveal
logos.
for him.
Big reveal. Worked his ass off on these logos, and they look fucking clean. Some good ass merch. That's all I'm gonna say.
Who's not a bird watcher? You know what I mean?
Who is not a bird watcher?
Come on, just be real.
Get it now, because I promise you guys, this shit will be sold out. That's all I'm saying. That's my next hot take. It's gonna be sold out. So, with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in, listening to the podcast, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Hell yeah.